Cool. So I'm going to minimize this and make sure everything is up and running. Oh, failed to connect to server. That's not good. What the hell?
It's not good on your end. It's good on my end, though.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's see, stream.
Oh, so we are doing we're doing it your way. We're doing it this way. So I am waiting for everybody to come online, see what's going on. Waiting. I didn't really get a chance to announce my live stream, so hopefully people are going to join. I didn't mention it to anybody, so... Oh, there we go. We do have people joining. Very nice, very nice. How's everybody going?
This is annoying.
Howdy. Hey, what's up, Christopher? How are you, bro? Just setting up the chat here, guys. Can you guys hear everybody all right?
Let's see here.
Sound is good. Hey, cool. We're good on my end.
All right, well, I'm going to keep messing with mine over here because my restream is not working for some reason. Huh.
Actually, I want to see something real quick. I want to see if we could pop this out live while we're talking, and we can, like, cut off screen just to, like, for example, if I wanted to go to, like, you know, CoinMarketCap.
Give it a shot.
Well, that way we could talk about coins, but I'm not sure how to do it with you on it at the same time. What's up, everybody?
You could make me small in the corner.
How is everybody doing on this Friday night? Yes, we are actually doing a live stream on a Friday night. Oh, cool. So I can go in here, but I am not in the picture once I go to do that, so... All right, cool. What's going on, everybody? Oh, sorry you guys can't watch. That's okay. So what do you guys think about the markets today? How did you guys feel about everything? The bears and the FUD. And I guess most importantly, what did everybody buy today? Friday, I know people got paid today. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there were some really, really good prices today, man. Actually, you guys know I love Ontology, and I love Icon. Ontology was at a great price today. Actually, Icon didn't really dip that bad in comparison to BTC values, comparative, I should say. So, yep, good old Korea, guys. So I don't have the chat up today because this was kind of impromptu. We just sort of did this last minute. Unfortunately, I didn't even have a chance to. Guys, I've been going crazy. You know, Consensus is coming up tomorrow. We have the Crypto Asia Summit. Sunday night, if you guys want, Icon, they're hosting a little party. It's $12 to get in. You can check that out. Then obviously Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we have Consensus, followed by Thursday. We have the influencer party. So I'm shot. I'm going to be shot, guys. I'm going to try to upload as much as possible, but yeah. So how's everything on your end? Is it
No, it's not working still, and I don't really know what's going on. I see, like, comments, so people are in the chat, but it's not online, which is very bizarre. It's no big deal if it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's what it is, but...
Oh, Crypto Don, Zebby's going to be huge, man. Oh, you definitely scoop it up on the dip right now. I mean, that if you're coming in with fresh fiat, definitely, but if you're... I mean, everything kind of tanked together, really, so just look at the Bitcoin comparative. For the most part, your alts are probably down more than your Bitcoin is, but, you know, if you're coming in with fresh fiat Friday, you pretty much can't lose. I mean, you really can't, anything you buy today, you're pretty much getting in on a steal. So...
Yeah, I noticed that, too, and everybody, all the comments I'm seeing online, everybody's freaking out. Why is it dipping? Why is the market going down? I'm like, everybody asks those questions, and it's always... Well, why does it go up? The same reason it goes up is the same reason it goes down.
But I don't understand why people freak out. I mean, the market...
I don't know.
Listen, the question is do you need that money next month? Like, do you need it right now to pay your bills? Okay. But, you know, I'm a long-term hodler, holder, whatever. So for me, I don't care if it goes down. If it goes down, I just buy more. If you're really invested in this for the future and that's what you're looking to do, not financial advice, but I would say that the dips are your friends. I mean, I see red, I get happy, I get excited. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I agree with you.
You know, people. I had a couple.
Opportunity.
Yeah, no. How's it going on your end? Are we linked up or?
No, it's not streaming. So I'm gonna Google some things real quick, but we can just. Do
you wanna end the stream on your end and restart it up?
Oh, it's like actually not even going at all. So there's nothing to really end.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess
all right.
I guess we're doing it on my channel then. Oh, yeah, Pedro, Knowles. Knowles is, yeah. I'm actually gonna switch real quick.
What's Knowles?
Knowles is like another infrastructure platform, but it's they have ties. Yeah, 7%. Okay. Yeah, look at that. That's definitely setting up with a market cap of 173. That's pretty undervalued. I mean, when you consider Knowles being it's almost like a competitor to it is a competitor to these other bigger chains, like Neo and stuff like that, essentially. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just one of those ones where if you kind of missed out on the other ones, you kind of hop in on that one, and yeah. So Knowles, guys, Knowles, absolutely.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one.
Nicholas Merton Data Dash, he's pretty bullish on it. I know Cryptos or Us, he's pretty bullish on it.
Okay.
For me personally, it's an infrastructure platform. So yeah, it could do great. There's no reason why it can't. We just have to wait and see what they do. And it's like any other thing. What makes Cardano or Lisk or Neo or Ethereum? They're all platforms. It depends the partnerships, the ties, all that stuff. So.
Oh, cool! I got it working.
Oh, cool. So we're live on...
I figured it out. So fun fact, I was just explaining to him before we started the stream that I was messing with the Substratum node because it just came out today and I wanted to download it. Well, it gives you directions to change your DNS settings, and so I changed them, and I'm thinking to myself, what's something that I just did recently that would be messing with the computer, and it was that. So I went and undid that, and of course now everything works.
Cool. Nice. Perfect.
So we're good to go.
So now we're streaming on 2 channels, so everybody can leave my channel and go to your channel, because I think you have better audio than mine. I think you got to teach me how you get such good. You have crisp audio. I feel like I have too much background noise. I got to filter it out.
I mean, for me, and as cheesy as it looks, and I hate the fact that I'm wearing headphones, and I am going to get the Apple EarPods that are the wireless ones. It makes a huge difference because it cuts so much of the ambient noise. And I have pets too, so I don't want all kinds of noise in the background, but it makes a difference. I don't think your audio is bad. I just think that sometimes you get a little feedback from whoever you're talking to, but not nearly as bad as it could be in theory.
Is anybody out there actually going to any events?
Oh yeah. So should we tell them if anybody's in the area that we're going to that? Did you tell anybody that you're going to that thing, the award ceremony thing?
Yeah, I didn't actually win any awards, but which is weird because I have the second highest amount of votes on the entire website, but yet my boost power is still only 32%. I don't understand it. I tried talking to some of the people. I have no idea how it works. I don't get it. So, but I signed up, and
I don't understand it either because, when did you start your channel?
I officially started it December 31st, so it's 4 months? Yeah, 4 months. Okay,
so because I started in October, so I'm 6 months. I don't know if maybe it's over a 6 month period, the growth. I don't know what it was, but they said that whatever my % growth was over the period my channel has been open or on or whatever is the reason that I'm getting nominated. I don't even know how it works, and I'm probably not going to win, but if anybody is in the New York area, you're going to Consensus. I'm not, though, which sucks.
Yeah, somebody said somebody wants to know if I can change my background to a bunch of stampeding bulls. I can, but not live. It's too much of a pain.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, so I don't know anybody out there. So did everybody get their master contract token airdrop? Did you guys all get that, the MCTs? If you have any NEP5 tokens at all, any of them, you should get one.
0.6 ontology.
So then you have enough. As long as you have any NEP5 tokens in your account and you made some kind of a transaction, either they came into your wallet or they left your wallet before May 8th, you're getting 1,000 MCT dropped.
Oh, that's awesome. And so this is just in the Neon wallet?
Well, it should be in any Neo wallet. I can't speak for exchanges, but yeah, Neon definitely, they're covering it. It's already there. I checked mine this morning. I got 4,000 airdropped to me because
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I've had Deep Brain Chain and Ontology.
Yeah.
I've owned pretty much every Neo coin there is. So but
yeah. Pro Neo, but I definitely see why. I think the project's pretty cool, and I also am loving all these ICOs and other projects that are coming out on it. It's good. It's good for the ecosystem to have platforms being successful.
I think a lot of them are going to be moving to airdrops personally in the future. I think that, with the uncertainty of like SEC and regulation and United States, I think a lot of them are going to move to airdrops because, I mean, not all of them, because some of them still do need their funds. They're going to need funding, especially startups. But, like for example, Ontology, they didn't need any money. Let's be real. Ontology didn't need any money. They were already affiliated. They're already part of the whole on-chain ecosystem. So
yeah.
Somebody, can I cut you off? Nick's airdrop for Zoin holders. Thank you, Alex, for reminding me. However, guys, I want you to be careful on this one. I was gonna report it today in my video, but I didn't because so Zoin, it's only on Cryptopia. Guys, you got to be careful with that exchange. I've dealt with that exchange before. Some of those orders, I mean,
I've heard bad things.
Yeah, you can end up just getting wrecked. Like, trust me, sometimes there's lack of liquidity. You can end up getting stuck. And what I'm afraid of is that everybody's going to buy into this coin, and then just before the airdrop, all the big whales are going to dump it, and you're not going to be able to sell your tokens. That happened to me with BlockCat. I literally couldn't sell them. So,
I heard of, I think it was a Reddit post, or maybe it was in a Discord server, but I saw somebody say that they had like a withdrawal pending off Cryptopia for like 4 or 5 days, just sitting there and nothing happened. And they tried to contact customer service, but with exchanges like that, you don't ever really know like who's actually behind it. And I mean, if something bad happens, good luck. So those are the kinds of exchanges that, obviously never leave any coins on any exchange, but there's bigger ones that you could be slightly a bit more comfortable with, obviously, like Gemini and Coinbase, but Cryptopia is not one of them to be leaving stuff on.
No, I mean, technically, I would say Coinbase, believe it or not, is maybe hypothetically one of the safest, just because of the way that they have their cold storage devices that sync in and out over time. It's still centralized. You still don't technically own your money, but it's very safe. And then probably for me, I mean Binance. I mean Gemini, yeah, but Binance I think is very. I mean CZ, but then again we did have the whole Bitcoin thing. So what the hell was that? What the hell was that, guys? Like Bitcoin.
I didn't hear about the Bitcoin thing. Fill me in.
Bitcoin got listed, and then all the other exchanges conveniently just shut off withdrawals. So there was no opportunity for arbitrage. Bitcoin is stuck on Binance. It skyrockets from 1 penny to 22 cents. And then crashes back down, and it's like number 15 according to CoinMarketCap. But that's insane.
Sketchy.
That's insane. I wanted to explain to people how sometimes the market cap doesn't necessarily reflect the full liquidity, I suppose, of the market. That's probably not the right term, but in other words, like, how you go to a bank and you want to withdraw money from a bank, like, how like technically not all your money's actually in that bank, right?
Yes.
Same thing goes for CoinMarketCap. Like, so we're at I don't know what we're at right now, 400, I don't even know, 400 billion, somebody tell me, 400 billion market cap.
I never look.
And but like the thing is if like every single person tried to withdraw right now, you wouldn't be able to, because markets work with buy and sell. So in order for me to get rid of something, I have to sell it to somebody else, and because of that, the market cap, it'll never go to zero, and it never truly reflects. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to.
And especially obviously not for like smaller projects like that, but for the main projects, for things that people are like in margin positions where they're borrowing from exchanges, in which case that's creates more of an issue.
You had an issue with margin trading, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Explain
you want to hear that fun story?
Yeah, I want to hear that because I've never tried it because seems too risky.
So I started out trading in and out passively on GDAX because I just thought it was entertaining. I didn't know much about crypto at the time. I just knew that I could easily do this, and it was fun, and I was making a couple $100 here and there or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool, let's do this. And then I was getting frustrated because I wasn't seeing the kind of money coming in that other traders were seeing. So somebody in my Slack chats that I was in my server was like, oh, you need to be trading on margin. And I'm like, well, what's that? So they explained it to me, and I, read up on it, and I started doing research or whatever, and I started messing around with it. And at first, it was like I wasn't margining a lot, and I didn't have a lot in there. And then over the course of probably 4 or 5 months, I was I'd have really good days and really bad days, but I was never up or down any significant amount of money. It was more entertaining than anything else. So I get into a position, and I was in a position for like 2 weeks because it kept slowly going down. And I was just like throwing more money at the position, just hoping that it was going to repair itself. And that same day or that same week was when the GDAX flash crash happened. So my entire position got liquidated down to like, I think it was like $14. And so like all of the Ethereum that I had started buying from a year and a half ago, everything pretty much was on Coinbase. And so the majority of it was in this position because I was always trading. And yeah, so if Coinbase had not reimbursed the people who lost everything in the flash crash, I would have lost like 90% of my original Ethereum holding.
That was crazy. I watched that live. I wasn't a part of it, but I watched it.
I was watching it live because I was freaking the hell out.
Yeah, I was refreshed. Well, that was back in the day where like I was just like obsessed with just constantly buying the dip. And I would refresh all day waiting for the opportunity to come in. And all of a sudden I'm like looking at it and I'm like, Ethereum is 13 cents? And I'm like, yo, and I go to buy it and it's like back up to 200. I'm like, what the hell was that? But apparently, what I spoke about that. It started triggering. And
cascade effect, yeah. Well, so what happened was, and their algorithm, for whatever reason on their website, was just not prepared for the amount of people trading, the amount of, back and forth and just liquidity and all the orders on the market. So what happened was it started to like glitch and freeze and have problems and people were selling. And then once it started to dip, because nobody could close out their orders, everybody was stuck. It just cascaded all the way down. It was I'll never forget. I was walking out of work back to my car with GDAX open on my phone, trying to close my position, and I got liquidated.
Oh man, that's horrible. Yeah, crypto trading definitely in the beginning is a lot scarier than it is once you've been in it for a while. Yeah. I remember the first couple times when I first got in, and this is like the first, you've never really messed with crypto before, and you're just buying a little bit here and there, and all of a sudden you're looking and you're like, wow, I'm like 30% down.
Yep.
That's horrifying. And now it's like you look at your portfolio, and I mean, I don't even want to talk about the price swings on mine. It's insane. Like, no normal, sane person would ever be comfortable with this in the real world.
No, but it doesn't bother me at all.
No, it's just like, it's crypto. Listen, here's the thing. Only freak out and worry if you're literally going to use it to pay your rent, like, tomorrow, like I said.
And in that situation, you, again, never invest more than you can afford to lose. You should never be putting yourself in a position where you're compromising your life for your responsibilities or other things for crypto. Don't get me wrong. Yes, investing is fun. And, the possibility of us not having to work in 10 years or whatever and really making a ton of money off all this is wonderful. But in the interim, you still have to, like, pay your bills and eat food and, like, take care of yourself. So it's important to remember that. I agree with you. It is really, really easy to be obsessive compulsive like that, and I certainly was. But I'll tell you, after I almost lost all my Ethereum, I have never, ever margin traded since. Not once.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we have bills. I have a house. I have electricity. I have food.
I have student loans. I have groceries. I have a dog.
Yeah, I live off of my cryptocurrencies. I mean, I don't have a job. My job is crypto. And, I don't do, like, sponsored stuff. So I trade and I buy, and I'm not reckless with it. So people come on my channel and they're like, oh, you got to buy this this coin. I'm like, nah, man, this is my living. Like, I'm not going to put anything that I say on my channel that I tell people that I talk about. They are, especially if it's like something I'm not giving advice, but I'm saying I'm going to do, I do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I recommend something and I go, hey, man, like, everybody knows, like, I love Icon. It's no big news. Okay, whatever. So Icon really hasn't mooned in the way that some other coins have.
Yeah.
But Icon also hasn't taken a dive like some other coins have. You know what I'm saying? And for me, you kind of have to play it safe. And once you start to get in the game long enough, you hedge your bets. You have a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of, maybe Ethereum, if you want some Neo, Cardano, whatever. And then you play around with the little ones. You take 5. I usually do about 15% of my portfolio, and I'll just throw it into something, like that's my fun money, essentially. But,
and of course, and that's a good way to be. You have, like, I have, like, my stable things that I'm holding long term, and then I have other stuff that, like, either I got through donation or I bought just out of curiosity, and that, I may not keep long term. And there's always, like, I have stuff, like, on my ledger that's long term that I never touch. And then I have stuff that I keep, like, on, like Exodus or, like, other wallets that I'm moving around or maybe messing with more. Mm-hmm. But it's important, too. I mean, obviously not to keep everything in one place as well, but...
I mean, the one thing that I will say is that there is great opportunity for riding the hype train You know what I mean? Like, I've done that. I'm not going to lie. You know, and I kind of do that privately. I don't always talk about it. I mean, I see people, they're like, oh, this coin to the moon. And, you know, I'll throw a little bit in and then I'll, like, get, like, 20% and I'll pull it out. You know?
Yeah.
And you have to be okay with that. Like, knowing which coins you could play with and which coins you hold. There's certain coins that I just don't sell. Like, I don't sell my Icon. I haven't sold my Icon. I don't sell my Neo. I haven't sold my Neo. I just don't sell them. I mean, yeah, Neo was 180. I should have sold. Maybe the next time I will. But you know what I mean? For me personally, if you know, Neo went from 180 to 70, but some of these other coins lower than that, they got wrecked. I mean, you have coins that are like 30% of what they were at the all-time high. You know?
Yeah, and it's like it pains me too to think about like all-time highs sometimes. I'm like, okay, so my first purchase of Ethereum was $17, and like we saw it get as high as $1,400. And in my head, I'm thinking, I really should have sold. But in the same light, it's like, okay, so it was $17. So if I sell and I make money, that's great. If it all comes plummeting down and I don't make any money off of it, I'm out $17 theoretically, right? So I'd rather hang on to it and just see what happens than sell it and in 5 years, like, oh man, like I really wish I hadn't done that. Because obviously, once you sell it, you can't get it back. I mean, not at that price, at least.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
And yeah, so. It's hard. It's hard. And you know what I found out? The only way that you'll learn is by screwing up. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know,
that's why I don't trade anymore.
Well, I mean, seriously, like, you know, I don't make the kind of trades I used to make before. My whole thing is get involved in something when it's so low that you don't have to worry about it. You know? Yeah. And unfortunately, that does kind of take a little bit of being up on the news. But, you know, we've had some projects recently that we, you know, for example, especially those IDEX, you know, we've been calling them the IDEX gems that kind of came out. And those three were basically Zebi, Nexo, and Holochain. Holochain doing phenomenal, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know much about it, but I've heard a lot of it. You brought it up, and then our last stream, I think Brad brought it up, right?
There's so many projects now, and what's funny is I never really used to do ICOs on my channel just because I just felt like whatever. But now it's like there's so many of them, and there actually are really good ones, though. They're not all crap. Like, there's some really good projects coming out with some really good tech. And I kind of do want to cover it because it's, you know what it is? There's a lot of new people in the space, and I get, you know, I talk about Icon, right? And people go, yeah, but it's a 1 point something billion. I'm not going to make any money off of that. So I understand. I get it. You know, if you're coming in with your weekly paycheck, you have a couple $100 you want to throw in. You know what? If you can get it, if you can get into an ICO pool, and maybe I can hook you up with some info on a good project, even if it's just a short-term flip, then that's all that matters, you know? If I could help you make your money go farther. And actually, Blockchain Brad, he taught me that a lot. He told me, you know, he's like, listen, with ICOs, you know, you get involved, they get they get the money, they raise the funds, you know what I'm saying? So they're not going to be offended if you sell a little bit after it comes out, you know, like, not to say dump it like a whale, but they're not going to be mad at you. That's the whole purpose. You're investing in projects to help them grow, and you should be able to take a little bit of those profits. Unfortunately, I don't get involved in, you're actually not going to believe this. I've never bought an ICO. Ever.
Really?
Never. I swear. People think I've never bought, and it's, you know what?
So do you buy it when it hits exchanges?
Unfortunately, I want to, but I hate the whole SEC thing, and everyone's like, oh.
Yeah, I don't like it either, and I'm so impatient that I hate, like, buying in the pre-sale, then waiting through the pre-sale, then waiting through the public sale, and then the public sale has 3 phases, and then it hits an exchange, and it's like, I'd rather just buy it on the exchange and watch it.
Some of them have really, really long lockup periods, too, now, because they're really starting to do, like, anti-whale dumping mechanisms. They're tired of this. So what they're doing is now they're doing lockup periods for, like, 6 months. I've seen this one project, I'm not too sure if I'm, like, I don't know, I'm not going to talk about it, but there's one project out there, they're doing a 2-year lockup period. So you know how fast crypto moves. I mean, do you feel comfortable locking up your Ethereum for 2 years?
I don't really feel, I mean, I have a hard time deciding what I want to do for dinner, let alone thinking 2 years in advance. You know, like, I couldn't, that's, and especially in this space, because everything is so volatile, and tomorrow everything is different than it was today, so it's impossible to have really any idea what the hell is going to happen. So that's real risky.
It's all risky. It's I mean, big risk.
Locking stuff up, that's a terrible idea.
Big risks, big rewards. I mean, the only thing that I have, well, technically it's not locked up, but the only coin that I have right now that it's not locked up, but I'm not moving it, is my A chain. And the only reason I'm doing that is, one, because I'm down, because I bought right during the high. Unfortunately, that's the thing. You make a video and you tell people, oh, this coin is great, and they buy, and then it goes down. It's like, dude, every coin went down in January. I mean, coins that I thought were great prices, like high performance blockchain. I was talking about that, right around $5. I thought that was a steal. We saw it go all the way up to $12, but look at where it is now. It'll be there. It'll go there again, though. They'll all go there again. It's just, but anyway, what I was trying to say was that's the only coin that I lock up because I like their loyalty program, and plus you get like free airdrops. So I have like 2 other coins I got now.
Yeah, that's what I'd really like to. Again, I feel like every time we stream, I say this, that I need to spend more time looking into ICOs and projects that do stuff what I love about Neo, from just in passing what I've been learning, is how it incentivizes people to maintain holding Neo, like the airdrops, gas, doing all these other NEP5 tokens. Like, I just think that that's really, really awesome, and it's a genius idea on their part, marketing-wise, and it makes you feel like you're part of a community, which is really cool. So I'd like to find more stuff that I don't even necessarily need something that stakes or gives me, kickbacks in that sense, but I would like stuff that would, I get part of this airdrop or part of that airdrop. So in terms of purchasing ICOs, I think I told you this, the only one I've ever bought in and did the KYC, the whole 9, was for Kin.
Oh, nice. Is that still going on, or did they release it, or?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I've got them. They were on the Ethereum blockchain, and then they're moving to the Stellar blockchain, and then they're forking off Stellar because Ethereum just wasn't fast enough for the transactions that they needed to do. Mm-hmm. But they're implementing it on their app soon, and it's going to be utilized. I guess we're talking like pretty big companies where you can buy stuff in app with Kin, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The reason I invested in it is because I figured my thought process was they had a lot to lose. Kick, they're a huge company, and they're massive overseas. They're just not big in the US. So my assumption was that they were going to at least try to do everything right, and they obviously don't want to, scam people out of any money because they have a whole other sector that they're dealing with. But problem is they're so many coins. Like it's an excess amount of supply. Which sucks.
Yeah, there is a lot, and there's just a lot of projects on top of what you were just saying with supply. But I mean, like, as far as just like projects in general, there's a lot of them that are kind of doing the same thing. But I don't know. It's tough. They're all doing it from different perspectives. Like I told everybody, I prefer infrastructure coins. Just personally, I think they outlive a lot of the other ones. As far as, crypto actual currency, like payments, like Litecoin, Monero, Bitcoin, I think those days might be over. I think we're kind of comfortable with our currencies. I was just having this
conversation with somebody last night. So I was saying, so I hold a coin. I'm not going to name any names because I there's a lot of teams that I'm really fond of, and I love the team and the project, but I'm seeing that I have a coin that's for transactions. It's a currency, and I'm seeing that I don't think that the growth is, I guess, maybe what I expected or whatever. And my conversation last night was with a friend, and my friend was like, well, what do you really expect? I mean, it's a currency. What else are they really going to do? And I had never thought of it that way, but that's a really good point. Like, we have platforms, we have tokens, we have these different ecosystems with all sorts of different incentives and things going on, and inclusive applications or whatever, that it's going to be really hard for these currency coins to stay important or stay useful or stay interesting when all these other things are happening. Yeah, Handy just came in the chat. Yeah, he's the guy that I was talking to last night that said this, and he made a very good point.
Yeah, you know what the problem is with the basic currency coins is that in reality every coin is kind of like a currency coin. Like, I could send you like Zebi, and it has value, right? Yeah. Like, I feel like they're all kind of currencies at this point. Like, they have a number, they have a $ next to them when I refresh my app. Yeah. For me personally, I think, and I'm not like a Bitcoin maximalist at all. That's not who I am. I do own Bitcoin. I own actually more Bitcoin than people probably think. It's about 25% of my portfolio.
Mine too.
The reason that I do it is because, like, for example, today's dip wasn't that bad for me in my portfolio because I hold primarily Bitcoin, so Bitcoin never gets hit as hard. I think Bitcoin is the store of value. I think a lot of people, newcomers, they're going to call it like an old man's coin, a crap coin, get over it. I see where people are coming from. I mean, even Brad is not a fan of,
There's a lot of people that aren't a fan of Bitcoin, I'm finding, more so than I expected. I don't want to say not a fan. Obviously, we all respect the fact that it was the first cryptocurrency and it all kind of got us here, but just people see it as not worth their investment time.
Yeah, no, I think when you kind of compare Bitcoin to Ethereum, I don't know who I'm going to piss off by saying this, but Ethereum basically does what Bitcoin does, but it also has smart contracts. So,
yeah.
It's,
Speaking of, I actually, because you're the king of news and I'm envious of your news skills, I started to, before, like an hour before we came on, I was just like looking up articles and stuff that I thought was interesting. So they released a Casper upgrade, I guess, or they're releasing it soon. So it's going to go from proof of stake to proof of work and proof of stake. And in the beginning, you need 1,500 Ethereum to be a node, or to be a master node.
Oh, master node.
Ethereum.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought they said a while ago you only needed 10 for proof of stake.
Well, it's saying 1,500 to be a master node, and they said that they're going to decrease it once it's fully proof of stake, but they're not. There's no time frame for when they expect it to be fully proof of stake. But I guess they did release, or some upgrade is coming like within the next couple weeks that's going to make it hybrid, which made me think of like Decred, because that's proof of stake and proof of work. Yeah,
I guess that's going to really incentivize those extremely early investors.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to pass on that one.
Yeah, I have nowhere near, I mean, I'm good, but I have nowhere near that number. But I just thought that was interesting because everybody's all, Ethereum's never getting the upgrade, Casper's never coming, blah, 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 blah. So it was interesting to see that something is actually coming. They had something to talk about.
I want to go look at... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was just going to ask you your opinion on this Upbit situation.
I don't know. You shouldn't do shady things, and then you won't have cops raid your business and look into it. I don't know. Yeah, that sucks. That's like Korea's biggest exchange. So, imagine if CZ from Binance all of a sudden got raided and all these people are investigating him and now they're taking their money out. It's not going to last. The market will readjust itself. It's just that people got so scared and they pulled the money out so fast that when you do that, you're filling up all the orders in the books because you're just trying to pull it off. So it was just whoever could sell first, and obviously we know that in this situation you're going to go lower. So it just screwed the whole thing up. If you looked at the prices in Korea, they're all, I don't know what they are right now, but they were all trading for like percentages lower, which is uncommon for Korea. It's usually higher. So
I didn't see how the whole thing went down, but I was just reading that they got raided, which, I mean, it's a pretty big deal. But, it's like anything else. I mean, it's going to be news for a few days, and then it's going to go on, just like the BitGrail situation with Nano. Everybody flipped out because of that, and everybody was kind of up in arms, and that passed pretty quickly, too.
Yeah, these things happen every day in crypto. They really, really do.
Unfortunately,
there was a bunch of questions up here, but I kind of just
Yeah, I was looking too. I got like.
I forget. Somebody was asking you something. I think they were asking about what your opinion. Somebody wrote your opinion. I know you know a lot about Blocknet. Your opinion on Blocknet. I'm trying to see what else is on here.
Well, my opinion on Blocknet is that it's definitely undervalued. I mean, the project doesn't seem to be very well known for whatever reason. I think maybe they don't do enough marketing, maybe they don't do enough community outreach, but I follow them on all their social media, and I have seen lately that they're doing like this coin a day thing where they're talking about, because they're a decentralized exchange and they're kind of trying to interoperability is like their main goal, but which I think is extremely important too. I'm also kind of biased, I think, because I like the team, and they're no hype, they're no frills, they're just like work, working on their tech, being part of the project, and so on. I'll come in on the chat with you guys sometime. Hanny said, good thing about decentralized. Yeah, so Hanny is saying a good thing about a decentralized exchange like the Block DX, which is what they have, that obviously they can't get shut down like Upbit, which is true.
Blockchain Media on my channel. Blockchain Media. What's my opinion on Phantasm? I think it's pretty ambitious. It's like emails and stuff all over again. And if you're curious, got to give a shout out to Blockchain Brad because he just did an interview with those guys today. So seriously, Phantasma. Sorry, I always say Phantasm because that's that horror movie that came out with that tall man. He's like, boy, like I always freaking say that. I don't know why. Phantasma just did an interview with Blockchain Brad. So if anybody's interested, go watch that. It was a very good interview. It's about an hour long. More information than I can give you, straight up. Because
I've never heard of that.
It's not even a thing yet. It's
a lot of these freaking projects are not even a thing yet, but they seem to be getting a lot of I don't know, coverage or hype.
Somebody asked if you're going to Consensus. You're not going to the main event, right? But you're going to the after party thing?
I could have probably gotten a ticket, and I didn't really look too much into it. But my major issue is, obviously, I have a full-time job, and I only have X amount of vacation days. And sometime in the fall, I'm going to Germany for 10 days. And I really only have, 12 days left for the year. So I have to save the rest for Germany, which is why I can't go to Consensus. Which sucks, because I really want to go. But hopefully, everybody keep your fingers crossed. Let's say this time next year we'll reconvene, and hopefully I maybe have quit my job and I'm doing crypto full time, and then I can go wherever I please in a perfect world.
Yeah, that's you should do that. You should try to do that.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying I need to start a Patreon. I don't know. I need to start coming up with ways to make money on this channel. I don't.
Dude,
I have to start a Patreon or something.
I'd be more than happy to. I honestly. I made a Patreon. I tell people in the beginning of my videos that I have it. Sometimes they go, sometimes I don't. What I do, which would be really easy for you, is people who are patrons on the account, they have access to, I make all of my videos into podcasts. Because, if you close YouTube and you're not on YouTube, the video stops, which is super annoying. And some people can't be staring at their phone. And I've had multiple people prior to that ask me, hey, can you make podcasts? So I took the audio and I just make all of my videos podcasts on Patreon. And people listen to it. And I think it's pretty neat that I have a secondary medium, which requires really not too much extra work.
My my Telegram group is starting to get a little crowded now. There's almost 3,000 people in it. So a lot of people have been asking me if I would make a smaller group that I could go and it would just be 50 people or something. So that's something I've thought about doing. It would be kind of a monthly thing. It wouldn't be $10 a month or something just to kind of.
Fun fact, Discord, I know that you probably don't want to move, but Discord syncs with patrons, so patrons get automatically dubbed with a special little icon, and you can make them have special access to certain things in a Discord server. So you could have a specialty Discord patron chat that only patrons have access to that you could be in.
Yeah, my admin Jeff on my Telegram group, he's the guy that's always telling me dude, you got to monetize, you got to come out with a newsletter, you got to do that. And the thing is I just love making videos.
I do too.
It's funny because some people like to watch their crypto go up. I like to watch my engagement go up. I love the more comments I get, the more people that are talking to me, the more people on my live stream right now. I like community. For me, it sounds corny, but that's more fun than the money, which sounds really weird, but it is.
It's not corny because that's the reason I started doing this too, and that's the reason why I've stuck in it, and that's why I text you once a week now, and I'm like, hey bud, let's live stream, because I like talking to people and answering questions and just kind of, even if it's not always 100% about crypto, just kind of talking about what's going on in the space and whatever. So it's definitely, and that's why I have a Discord server too, because I like people being able to just come in there and get a hold of me and not have to I don't know, it makes you more of a person, we're just people. Why can't, we should just make it easy for people to communicate with us.
Yeah, I feel what my thing is okay, I'm called the Crypto Zombie, but what if one day in the future nobody cares about crypto channels anymore? What if this is a thing of the past and nobody, because you don't see guys on YouTube yeah, the NASDAQ, all right, S&P 500 up 0.2%.
I think the major difference between that and this is that the majority of people in crypto are between ages 20 and 35. And YouTube is a huge medium just in general for that age group. So people watch YouTube videos for freaking everything. I don't think that crypto YouTube channels are going anywhere anytime soon. At least until famous people are making talk shows specifically about cryptocurrency. They have news channels. Until they have full-blown crypto channels, I think we're safe.
This is so funny. Yeah, no, I agree. But, who knows? See, this is what I said. I want to build that community so then maybe down the road, if we find some awesome new stuff, then we can talk about that. Who knows? Maybe, look, you got Hashgraph coming out. What if Hashgraph overtakes blockchain? I'm not saying it will, but what if it does?
I don't know enough about Hashgraph.
It's just basically like a new I don't know. It's a lot to explain right now, but it's it's the same like you have IOTA with the Tangle,
the DAG.
Yeah, there's all exactly DAG.
That's what I figured. It was just some sort of other way. It's just another way to reach consensus. It's just a different, interesting way to do it. I need to look into it though, because it would actually be a really good Crypto 101 video for me to do. Would be Hashgraph, because I don't know anything about it, and I do get asked frequently. Because people want to know.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't dove deep into the white paper because I just haven't had an opportunity to. There's just, like I said, there's been so many projects, but it's kind of like DAG, but they include the timestamps, which is one of the I hear that's one of the biggest complaints is that there's no timestamps with the DAG style of doing it. That's what they say. I don't know. That's very specific for me. But, even when we were just talking about a means of, getting back on blockchains, but, when you were talking about good currencies, we were talking about good means of transactions. Now, of course, you have Nano. Now, people are going to argue that Nano is the safest. That's fine. Whatever, sure. But also, Neo Gas is really freaking fast. And no one ever talks about it. I never see any YouTubers ever talk about Neo Gas.
Do you think it's because there's not a lot of transactions, so it's simply just a less busy network? Because it's just...
Neo Gas is amazing. Literally, Neo Gas to me is one of my favorite means of transactions, but it's just not easily accessible. You have to always trade in through a different... I got to come in from Ethereum to get to the gas, So, but yeah, gas is literally 20-second confirmations. That's about as long... the new card chips, when I go to grocery stores, you stick your card chip in.
Yeah.
You stick it in, process, okay, says you're good, enter your PIN, okay, process, pull it out. That's like a 15-second transaction. So Neo Gas is just about as fast as using a card, credit card.
Yeah, no, Neo is super fast, and I as a transactionary coin, I really think that Nano is better as far as microtransactions and tipping and stuff. Because you can't do that with other blockchain projects. And the problem is once the transaction fees get really high, then there's no such thing as a microtransaction. Because when the fee is more expensive than the transaction itself, no one's going to send anything.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. Nano's great for that. I don't know. The nano conversation can go on all day because some people say it's the greatest cryptocurrency ever created. We finally did it. We nailed it. There's no need to continue. We have the best means of transaction. Then you have people on the other side that say, sure, but compared to the proof of work consensus, even though it wastes a crap load of energy, it's more secure. The Bitcoin network has never been compromised.
I was literally just going to say that.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'll let you say it.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying you're on the right track here. That's why it's considered the safest, because it's never been compromised. You have a point.
Asia Summit sold out? Oh, damn, I'm sorry. I wanted to see you guys.
What is that?
It's this thing I'm going to with it's just this thing they wanted me to cover. There's all blockchain week there's all these small, tiny little things you can go to. And, literally $20 to get in. The one that I had was $60. So, the Asia Summit, they're going to have Huobi Labs there. IoTex is going to be there. It's just it's just another one of those, just a place to be, really. I'm going there, then I'm going to the Icon.
How consensus is.
What's up?
You gotta give me daily reports of how consensus is.
I don't know that they let you openly film there. I saw some stuff. I don't know if the fact that I'm a crypto YouTuber they'll let me, but I know there's certain things you can't film.
Yeah.
So I think in the booth you're all right. If you want to do an interview, but I think consensus itself, I don't think you're allowed to film consensus. So I can't.
No. I mean, more so I'm just gonna hit you up on Telegram at the end of every night and be like, so what's up? How was it?
Well, the one thing I will tell you is there's supposed to be a lot of announcements. Like from what like there's a whole bunch of projects with a whole bunch of announcements. So
That's
I mean,
cool.
I'll be tweeting that out. Like anytime I get some juicy news, I'll let you guys know, give you some tips if you want to hop in and do some trading on the old Binance, you know what I mean? But as far as that goes, probably I would say follow me more on Twitter. There's just no way I'm going to be able to do updates with YouTube videos.
No,
it's impossible.
That's awesome though.
I'm excited. You know, you know what else I'm most excited about? That it's considered to be one of the biggest events, and it's like it's like an hour away from me. So, but the only downside is I was gonna get a hotel room, but unfortunately they're like $430 a night.
Yikes! Yeah, actually,
which is a lot considering I can get on a train for like $20. So,
my the whatever event I'm going to, this award thing, they said that they were like, oh, where are you flying in from? We'll buy your plane ticket. And I'm like, I'm not flying. I'm driving in from like the New York region area. I'm like, but is that money transferable to a hotel? They're like, let me get back to you. So they emailed me back. He's like, yeah, you can use it for a hotel. I'm like, sweet. So the hotel, which I thought I'm like, oh, these don't look that expensive. And then I changed the date to the date that I needed, and they jumped like $100.
Yeah.
Like,
it's horrible.
Okay. So they gave me $500, and the hotel was like $460, which was
that's crazy.
Ridiculous for one night.
Listen, I don't care. I don't care how much money you have. $460 a night is just as ridiculous. For
absurd.
What? For like a bed? I mean, don't get me wrong, but I don't know.
Well, my assumption is that like I'm driving in from where I live. I'm gonna be going with my boyfriend. We're gonna eat, drink, and then we're like 2 hours from the city, really. So if we leave there at midnight, it's going to be a nightmare. It'd just be easier to walk around the corner, sleep at a hotel, wake up and be all chipper and go home in the morning instead of trying to travel home at night.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think I am going to have to come home each night just because, but the train is like 12 minutes. People are crypto numbnuts. Oh, you're always on the Lark. You're always on the Lark's chat, and they are asking where is Lark. Well, I'll tell you where Lark is. We had asked Lark what he was doing tonight, and I guess Lark doesn't work on Saturdays. So, I don't know why not. It's crypto, man. Crypto never sleeps, Lark. Come on, Lark, if you're watching, you need to get on. I don't know. He's, he doesn't work on Saturdays, so everybody has their days.
Yeah, so we're going to, at some point, I like doing these crypto chats with you guys. I think it's fun and it breaks it up. And as much as like doing a live stream with myself is fine, I would much rather have somebody to talk to. But we are going to try to get Lark on and do one with him. He is like ready to go and he's all about it. We just have to find a time that works. And then I also had reached out to Crypto Bobby because he's going to the same event, the award ceremony thingy. So I asked him, I'm like, do you want to stream at some point? So he might stream if it all works out time wise. So that's always pretty cool. He's hilarious. His tweets are like
Crypto Bobby's so funny. He's so sarcastic though. Like I'd be afraid to get into into an argument with that guy. I feel like he would just like shut you right down. He would just just tear you apart. Yeah. It's
all wit. I think he's hilarious. So I think he would be fun. Like if we cuz doesn't he do like a crypto happy hour or something where he drinks and talks about stuff? We could all do a crypto happy hour together. That'd be hilarious.
I would have been having a drink tonight, but I'm just having straight water. I have so much I have to do tonight and tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, my head, I don't even know. I went out and I bought a whole bunch of sound equipment. I bought one of those, those like phone things where like you can hold it and you can turn it in all different directions and the phone like stays.
Oh, a gimbal.
Yeah, well, I didn't buy a gimbal. I bought like the ripoff and the thing like literally doesn't work and I'm taking it back. So, not a
so do yourself a favor and don't waste your... Okay, so I don't know if you know that I have I started YouTube with the first channel and I did like auto vlogging. So I did like car events, car shows, and I have like all kinds of mics and stabilizers and stuff. So like when it comes to tech stuff about that, ask me because I can help. Don't waste your money on a gimbal for an iPhone. Not worth your time. You'd be better off getting like a GoPro and buying their gimbal that you can get with it. But don't, because you have to balance it. The whole thing's a mess, and then it's never perfect. I hated it. I had like 2 or 3 of them, and I returned all of them.
Absolutely, yeah. It's I don't know. I'm definitely returning mine. K-pop fanboy, thank you for shouting out the good news. Icon and Samsung chain ID to be used in Samsung Pass service. You got it, brother. Also, Deep Brain Chain. Yes. Now, just really quick. Deep Brain Chain. Now that was one of the first coins I ever spoke on my channel about. let me just say, I've been looking into them recently, and they're finally getting the ball rolling. So I'm not going to tell everyone to go buy Deep Brain Chain. I'm not going to be that guy, but just keep an eye out because I was actually, you know what I was thinking about doing? And I don't know, what do you even think about this? I was thinking about doing a thing on my channel where I do like a Throwback Thursday kind of thing where, we love talking about newer projects, but I kind of want to like revisit like the older projects too that are doing things that people aren't talking about because it's not like the guys are like, oh, well, no one's talking about us, so that's it, pack up shop, we're not a project anymore. They're still working.
The same dude that I was having this conversation with about the transaction coins and me thinking like how they're not going to grow or whatever, is the same person who I was asking his advice because I'm like, hey, because Pivx reached out to me and BlockNet reached out to me and they were both like, we've got a bunch of changes. Would you want to do like a 6-month review and just like we'll give you some information about like stuff that we've done. If you want to cover it, you can. If you don't want to, whatever. And obviously all my reviews are not paid for. It's just out of curiosity or whatever. But I was literally had the same thought like this week. I'm like, how can I incorporate like doing like a 6-month update on what is going on? Because like Pivx implemented ZPIV staking, and BlockNet's got a bunch of stuff going on. So it's important to kind of circle back and say, okay, so this is what happened over the course of 6 months. This is what came, what they did, what they managed to do, what they didn't do. So I think that's a great idea because I'm definitely right there with you. Only Throwback Thursday, you're a genius. That's a great name. I have no idea what I'm going to call mine.
You could do Way Back Wednesday.
That's true. The problem is like, I don't know. I got to think of something. I got to think of something witty.
It doesn't matter. I agree with you though. I think that sometimes these older projects they get because it's a hype cycle. You see the hype. Every coin has its day. You had the Ontology pump. You have the Tron pump. You have the Zilliqa pump. And not to say that any project is any worse or better. They're all great projects, but they all have their pumps. They all have their days, And see, what the thing is what I like to do is I used to chase the pumps back in the day, but what I do now is I actually look for the coins that I like that aren't moving at all. That's what I look for. I look at like this coin's going to the moon, this coin's going to the moon, okay. And I'm like, well, which coin is really, really, really freaking awesome, no one's talking about, and it's just kind of chilling, right? And those are the ones that you want to look at because they're the ones that are next. You don't want to get in halfway through the pump and then you can't even sleep at night because you're like, well, is it going to dump? I know that feeling. I used to do that, man. I used to buy at the top, like right here, and I was like, well, it could go higher, right? It's like, yeah, it probably could, but it's probably not gonna.
Probably not going to. I know. I remember like when I was trading like very, very heavily on GDAX, I legitimately was so excited about the fact that I was trading. I would wake up, not on purpose, I would just wake up in the middle of the night and I would check the prices and I would go back to sleep. Swear on my life that used to happen.
I used to wake up at 3 o'clock every morning on the dot, like the witching hour. Literally, I'd wake up and then it's funny because CryptoLark isn't here, but he does his live streams in New Zealand time, and he used to alter them. And one of his live streams he used to do, I don't remember if it was on Wednesdays or whatever, but it used to be at like 2 o'clock in the morning my time. So I'd always end up, going in the bathroom late at night, and I would just be like sitting there at 3 o'clock in the morning, like listening to CryptoLark, watching his YouTube. And like you kind of have to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, is there something wrong with me? Like, should I just be like a normal person and go back to sleep? But that's what crypto does to you. But that's why it's so fun, and that's why I don't even have any money in like people like, do you own stocks? No. Do you own gold? No. And they're like, well, you should hedge your bets, and I'm like, but this is so fun.
I like Ethereum with my Bitcoin. I mean, like, why would I need to hedge anything else?
I hedged my bet against Bitcoin with Ethereum. There you go. That's actually pretty funny. I love crypto. Crypto's fun. I don't know what I would do if I didn't find crypto. My life would be really.
I mean, I would have a whole lot of free time. Like, I don't know what I would do with all my free time if I didn't have crypto. But I'm in it now, and I'm here, and we all have these channels. So it's like every day I'm like, oh, like what's like new content or new stuff that I can put on the channel, and that's like all I think about now, literally.
So everybody's asking me what we bought. What about what you guys bought? I mean, what are you guys buying? Tell me. Don't always.
Yeah,
I want some input.
What are you guys buying?
Yeah. How about that? I want you guys to pay me in knowledge. Knowledge. What are you guys?
Give it back.
What are you guys buying?
Give some back to the community here.
Nothing.
Apparently, I used to watch
Holochain.
Arrow.
Okay.
I look like Felicity Smokes. That's a great compliment, but also I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Holochain.
Buy some I can't even speak. Zilliqa. I think it will be legit. Okay.
Zilliqa's a great project. I like Zilliqa a lot. Holochain, Loom, A-Chain, Ontology, Nexo, Apex, Ncash, High Performance Blockchain, KuNDX,
Elaxtos, OX, 0x. I never know how to say that.
CP Chain, yeah, they're doing a really. I covered them a while ago. They've definitely stepped it up. Yeah,
so
I think.
Question, you might be able to answer this. Everybody's all like Zilliqa, this, that, and the other thing, and I did the video obviously, and I just recently found out that isn't Quark chain supposed to be like Zilliqa but better?
A lot of these new chains are utilizing sharding, and then some of them are trying to do transactions without, partitioning and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But, okay, here's the thing. Quark chain, the same thing like with credits, and any of these other projects, even with Holochain, I'm bullish on it, but I'd like to see something as well. I want to see stress on the network. That's all. I would feel better because when you do something in a test environment and you're just running it with nodes, there's no pressure, there's no transactions really happening. It's in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we could do a million, trillion, zillion transactions per second. I mean, Ethereum was the greatest thing until CryptoKitties, and then so you have to see what happens when you start putting pressure on the network. So.
Yeah.
I don't know if Quark Chain is truly better. I mean, on paper, it sounds better. But I know for a fact that Zilliqa is actually, they're being very honest about what they're doing. They're 2,400 right now or whatever it is. So, listen, you got to be realistic. You got to see it work out in the real world. It's really, really easy to be the best blockchain on paper. It is.
And that's like, and I might catch some flack for saying this, but that's why I don't understand why EOS has such a heavy following. A year ICO? Are you kidding me? I know that their mainnet is supposedly supposed to be coming out in June or July or something like that.
I think it's June.
But
I lost track.
I mean, and everybody's like, I get so many videos, so many requests that are compare EOS and Ethereum. I can't. So I'm going to compare a working project and a theory. That's what you want me to compare?
I think it's just Dan Larimer. I think it's just that he's done so well.
He's the BitShares guy, right?
BitShares and Steemit.
Steemit, that's right.
And if you look at Steemit on pretty much every day is doing the highest volume of transactions out of every chain, even over Bitcoin and Ethereum. There are more transactions on Steemit, which is a blockchain, than any other blockchain. So, I mean, he is kind of proving that he can do it. And if he's saying that EOS can be better, it's hype. I mean, we're trusting in him is what we're doing. But, yeah, I don't know. I sold my EOS like an idiot, so I don't know. I sold EOS at like $2, and now it's 20. So don't take advice from me when it comes to EOS. I was just, back in the day, I watched EOS. It came out. It was $6 after the ICO, and then go look at the charts. Go look at the old school charts when it first came out. Go back to when it was just like boom all the way down, and then it sank. And then it just kept going down and down and down, and then it went down to like 60 cents, and I was like, yo, I'm out. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I was like, too much hype. And then out of nowhere, it just rises and it goes up. And then it's $2. You're like, okay, $4. All right, $6. Don't buy it an all-time high. $8, $10, $12, $15, $20. You're like, what? It's number 5. So I don't know. I missed the boat on EOS, but what's crazy is I loved it back in the day. I bought into it, but I just wasn't going to lose any more money after the ICO. So I sold. I did. I sold at like $2. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I and it's hard because with projects like that, again, who knows what's going to happen in the future? Or maybe because it's Dan Larimer and he's a genius or whatever, and it's all going to work out. But I have a really, really hard time with projects. First of all, with ICO that is that long and just promising people and like all these hype videos and stuff. I don't know. It's completely makes me significantly less interested in it.
Did you see that tweet that Box Mining put out? And it was a picture. It was like white paper, and then it was like progress, and then it was like finished results, and it was like a drawing of a horse, and it was like so beautiful. And then like as it goes, it just turns into like some like 5-year-old crayon drawing. Yeah, it's true though. I mean, we get a new project comes out. They have this beautiful website. They have the best 5-minute video intro ever. The white paper's gorgeous, and then it's like 5 months later we're like, so what's going on, guys? Like,
yeah, any progress? I actually had a ICO reach out to me because they wanted me to interview one of their team members or whatever. And I'm looking over the website and I'm like, first of all, I've heard somebody else comment on this. I don't know where I heard it, but why is it that all the ICO websites now have those little lines that move when your mouse moves and like everything, like one person did it and they were all like, yes, let every single website going forward needs that. So that's too much. And then they had spelling errors all over their website. I'm like, you would think that at the very least do spell check.
Yeah, especially if you're, that's worse. If you're native English and your white paper's got spelling issues, you got serious issues.
Oh, I mean, as far as I could tell, it wasn't like a Chinese or Korean project or anything like that. Nah,
I mean, like, I could see, like, translations, things get lost, but, I'm actually just curious real quick. I just want to check the price of nulls. I don't own any nulls, by the way. I just want to check the price real quick. I'm just curious.
I've never heard of this project
434, 446. Nulls is pumping, guys. I don't own any nulls, but to anybody that owns it, guys, this might be the time to get in. Not financial advice. I'm not going to buy any, though. Because,
Andrew K. wants me to ask you if you've ever heard of Apollo Currency or Apollo Foundation.
I've heard of it. I haven't really looked into it, though. Like I said, there's... I haven't looked into it. I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. He just asked about it. I hadn't heard about it either. Honestly don't even know the name. Doesn't even ring a bell.
Oh, Das Fire. She got some nulls. What up, Muhammad? Canada in the house.
So Das is in both of our streams then, because she's in mine talking and she's in yours. So the girl can multitask.
She got like 2 phones. Das Fire, you got like 2 phones right now?
She's got an iPad and she's got her phone out.
You gotta love the hardcore people that are in the chats, just because it's funny, because it's like it almost like it's like paying respect almost to me and you in a way, because like I literally bust my freaking ass every day. Like I'm so, because it's double the work, because I could just sit here and do research and that's it. But I do research, and then I make a video about it, and it's so cool to see people come in and just like have that same passion that we do. Because if it wasn't for like everybody else, it's kind of like it's lonely crypto. If no one else is.
Why do you think that like when you first reached out to me, and you're like, hey, you want to do a video? It's like absolutely, let's do it. Because it can be lonely, especially being a content creator, because then people also like come to expect a certain level of stuff from you, and it's like. Yeah, I want to pump out videos. Yes, I want to give you guys great content. Yes, I want to have an awesome community. But like, also, I still like want company and like people to talk to. Like, I'm not like, I'm still a person.
Well, okay, here's what I think. This is what I've been thinking. Now, maybe you guys watching the live stream, maybe you can go and like spread this like a little virus to all the other channels. I think that we should start like a Brady Bunch type thing, like how we are right now.
Let's do it.
And we could get the boxes.
Yep.
And it could be like Crypto Lark and Blockchain Brad and everyone else, and we can all get involved. Maybe Crypto Bobby can pop in. You know what I'm saying? Box mining, which he probably won't because he's, really famous and stuff. But hey.
He's probably super busy.
Yeah, Data Dash, sure, Nicholas Merton, that guy's super busy. But anyway, what I'm saying is we should do like a weekly... Not even a weekly, like a bi-weekly, like Brady Bunch get up, like where we're all the squares and we all just talk. I mean, I think it's fun. Get the YouTubers in, get the community in, and we just talk crypto, talk coins. We gotta help each other out. That's my whole thing. I think everybody.
No, I'm all about it. So that's okay. So community, that's what our request for you. You guys love us, so you want to help us out. What you need to do is if you watch other people's streams, tell them you want them to live stream with us so that we can all do a huge Brady Bunch style stream of people. So we know that Lark will do it. We know that Brad will do it, and we know that in theory Crypto Bobby will do it as well. So we are onto a good start. We just got to coordinate.
Yes, and Chico will do it too if he's not busy or he's one of the reasons why I got into Neo so hardcore back in the day too. Him and Brad definitely, they were the guys that just like really broke it down. So
he's my absolute favorite as far as like editing. His videos are just so like that. Like for me, green screen level, like making it and like the way his images move and stuff like that to me is exactly what I would love to have my channel look like if I had it the time. And he also has an editor, which I don't have.
I hope people don't mind the fact that I don't do that on my channel. I literally I am in such a freaking rush to get my when I wake up in the morning, like I wake up and I read everything and I'm just like, it was funny because Crypto Daily, he did like the video where it was like news, whatever. It was like it was a joke intro from, I think it was it was an outtake from Bruce Almighty, and it was funny because it reminded me of what I do like in the morning. But I think for me, I just like to FUD TV. Who's that? Elliot something, right? I seen a couple of his videos. Yeah. No, I just recently saw a couple of his videos the other day. FUD TV. He looks pretty cool. Yeah, let's talk. I mean, you can kind of.
I mean, really anybody, as long as like they're not just like shilling projects, and they're relatively good people trying to just like help educate everybody else and like really contribute positive things to the community. I'm in.
Did you see Crypto Crow? Did you hear that he's getting I think it's a 13 episode series on CBS.
What?
Yeah, he's a YouTuber, Crypto Crow, and he just Jason Appleton. He just got a 13 episode, and he paid for it all in Bitcoin, and it's gonna be on CBS. Yeah, so congratulations to him. I mean, I'm jealous. I want to be on CBS, but you know what? Congratulations to him, and if he gets out there, that's just gonna be better for us. So for everybody,
Yeah, absolutely. That's success for somebody like that is success for all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, people love the Crypto Crow theme song. I guess he's got this like theme song. It's really good.
I'm gonna write his name down so that I can go check him out because I haven't seen him.
Yeah,
there's so many channels. It's
sometimes Crypto Crow, he gets like one time I was watching him live and he got into like this really crazy like political spiel about like the Federal Reserve and how everything's like a lie, and I was like, damn, bro, like I know, but man, I'll tell you what, a couple of years ago that was me. I was the guy like reading all the labels on the food. This is a lie. They're poisoning us. Chemtrails in the sky, and conspiracy theorists and tinfoil hats. And now I just chill, man. I just chill with crypto, have a good time. Just life's too short to freak out about everything.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
So I just try to. I mean, for me, this is good enough. If the world explodes tomorrow, I had a good time chatting with y'all. You know what I mean? We had a good time. So no, a lot of people are saying FUD TV. I'll have to reach out to Elio Trades. Yeah, sure. If Elio's watching, bro, hit me up. Let's do it. I mean, people seem to like you, dude. I'm cool with the community as long as you're not like a shiller, as long as you're not, a scammer or something like that. I mean, I'm down to talk to anybody. So
same.
K-pop fanboy Neo, Elastos, Ontology, Switchio, Ruff. In-house token. I reached out to those guys for an interview like months ago. They said they would get back with me, and then they just never did. I don't know why. Zilliqa, High Performance Blockchain, Icon, Trinity, Red Pulse, and Loopring, the original LRC.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all great. Those are all great projects. I think those are all great projects, guys. You guys are smarter than us. See, you don't need us. You don't need us, guys.
This is so funny. So Dasfire just said from KDev's chat, Crow, Lark, and Candor, so many crypto birdies, because so many people think my name is Condor, remember?
Yeah.
So Crow, Lark, and Condor.
Yeah, I did originally. The first time I read it, I just I saw your name and I just thought of like a real majestic bird like flying through the sky, like a badass eagle type thing. And but I don't know. Could be worse, right? You could be the Crypto Zombie. So
please, I told you I like your name.
I didn't know that my channel was going to grow this big when I picked the name Zombie. It was a really stupid name, but whatever. I'm sticking with it. So I don't know what happened with Crypto Bud. I don't know. He kind of stopped talking to me. Not in a bad way. I mean, we just, people get busy. So he's doing a lot. He's real busy right now. He's rebranding. He's setting up a course right now. Yeah, I mean, he's a trader. He trades and he sets up courses. So he's just real busy right now. I'm sure we'll do a live stream again in the future. All right. Well, it seems like the chat is starting. Seems like everyone's kind of winding down. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, do you guys want to? I mean, I kind of have to get ready for the events upcoming. Is there anything anybody wanted to talk about, or? I mean, I've
got Netflix waiting for me. You're busy, and I get to go lay down. So
I just got to pack. I got to pack stuff. I got a lot to do. I'm going to Consensus tomorrow, Crypto Asia Summit. If anybody wanted to come to that, I had free tickets, but I guess they got sold out. Probably because everybody used my free code. They probably sold them all out. I wonder if the event even made any money. I gave free codes out to everybody. I don't even know if I was supposed to do that. I think that might have been family and friends. I just gave it out to everybody. So
tomato, family and friends, crypto community.
I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow whether or not they yell at me or not. Like, you gave that out to everyone, K-Dub? What are you doing? So
can't take it back.
Ooh, go watch Cobra Kai. I actually can do that because I bought YouTube Red because I was tired of the freaking ads.
What's Cobra Kai?
It's like part 2 of the Karate Kid Like they got the same actors again, like, you know, years later, and it's a YouTube Red series. It's kind of like, I think YouTube's trying to do what Netflix is doing, kind of. So
cool.
Yeah. So on that note, had nothing to do. Oh, guys, it can't all be crypto. Once in a while, you got to watch your TV shows and your Netflix and, you know, relax and go have a good dinner, see the family, you know, make sure you go visit your dentist, make sure you pay in Dentacoin, because obviously that's the coin of the dentists.
Yeah, that's why Sunday, because Lark wanted to stream on Sunday, and I was like, yeah, I can't do Sunday. Sunday's like my family day. Somebody just asked me about Neblio. Yeah, you know how I know you're not subscribed to my channel? Just kidding. No, go to my channel. I did a video on Neblio already.
The funniest thing is when people ask me questions like, what's your thought on Icon? Or what's your thought on Neo? I'm like...
You're new here.
Did you see my video yesterday? Like,
yeah, I get that all the time. It's like, oh, can you cover Pivx? I'm like, scroll back a little, bud. It's there.
Game of Thrones, yes, Game of Thrones. Lots of good TV shows, guys. Walking Dead, though, I feel like ever since Carl died, it's kind of like hasn't really been the same.
Oh, I didn't watch. I didn't know Carl died. But
oh, I'm sorry. But you know what?
I haven't watched it in so long.
If you didn't know that Carl died, then you don't. Then yeah. That's like if you haven't seen Marvel in Infinity War by now. It's like I'm giving all the spoilers out. So
is that show like almost over?
Oh, I don't. No, it's never gonna be over. They're gonna run that forever. Oh yeah, KuCoin is the worst. Now they're doing KYC and all this other stuff. So, all right, Candor, Alex, guys, friends, family, loved ones, dentists. I'm out, guys. I gotta go.
Right.
I gotta take off. It's been really, really, really fun. Thank you for coming to the live stream. I know today was a little bit relaxing, but you know, it's a market dip right now. We're in the red. Whatever you buy,
it's a quiet week. We're good.
Whatever you buy, you're good right now. Just don't buy some, you know, really, really crap coin. But all coins right now are great. If there's a project anyone's been looking into, go buy it. I mean, not financial advice, but yeah, it's a great time. Right now is a great time to buy. So personally, yes, could it dip lower? Of course. But look at the discounts. Everything is 20% off. If you went to a store today and there was something that you wanted and it was 20% off, I mean, yeah, it might be 50% off next week, but it also might not be on the shelf anymore. So, you know.
Very well put. I like that.
Oh, you know, I try. So, Candor, thank you.
Thank you, K-Dub.
Say hello to your fans and your subscribers. Not fans, we're family.
I'll see you on Thursday then, right?
Yes, I will see you Thursday, and anyone in the city, come hit me up. I guess I'm not gonna have a hotel, so because it's $430 a night, and I'm cheap.
I only got one because I'm not paying for it.
Well, not all of us are as special as you like that. Okay, I don't get sponsorships when I go to the city. They tell me I have to pay for my hotel room. So.
Oh my God! All right, you go do your stuff. I'm gonna go watch Netflix. Everybody have a fantastic night. Thank you for coming and watching, and maybe next time we'll have some more people.
All right, guys, you are the best. Enjoy your Friday night, and don't refresh your apps too much. Take it easy, guys. Talk to you later.
Toodles.